Hey YouTube, I just wanted to throw a quick disclaimer on this video before we get started. As you'll see towards the middle end, the trigger issue that we ran into on the tabletop does present with live fire. So if you very slowly release the trigger, it is possible to get a second shot out of the same trigger pull. I wanted to put this disclaimer on there because this is clearly a safety issue. Anytime a firearm can discharge without the user's consent, let's say, could lead to a potential safety situation. Guys, if you're thinking about one of these, if you own one of these, it's something to check, something to think about. I only have a sample size of one. Maybe this is only mine. Maybe this is many of them. But wanted to make you aware before we got into the video. I am reaching out to Akdal. Today's Sunday, so I'll reach out to them tomorrow to see if they have some sort of resolution or some sort of fix. But just wanted to put this up front and center, as it is a safety issue. And now back to your regularly scheduled review.
Hey YouTube, John with Grunt Reviews. This is the one a few of you have been waiting on, and I've been finally got some time to get out of the range, and well, it may still rain today, but this is the Akdal Arms Monastor 102 range review. Guys, as always, go down below, hit like, hit subscribe, share us with your friends, and if you like what we're doing for you here at the channel, I've got a buy me a coffee link in the description. Feel free to help us out with ammo or gear, and let's get into it. All right, so obviously you've seen our tabletop has not been fired since. First thing we are going to do, I've got a 5-round mag, and if you can see it there, this is the Black Aces Tactical Buckshot. It's, well, we'll call it 2 3/4 plus. We're gonna see if this bad boy cycles it. All right, bolt goes home. Let's see what happens. And we'll flip the sights up. Oop. First malfunction here. Let's see what happens. Got what appears to be some buckshot pieces that came out. So it fired. No, it did not fire. Huh. Whole end of the round came out of it. So primer's unstruck. It's kind of an interesting one. We're gonna put the mag back in. That may just be a ammunition malfunction. See what happens here. Okay, so last round did lock back. Looking at this bad boy, you can actually see where the end came out of it there. I'm gonna call that one just a ammo malfunction. So the next step is some Federal. This is some number 8 shot. I believe this is their blue box Top Gun stuff. It is a 2 3/4. Let's see if it runs the cheap stuff too. Another stoppage here. What did we have? Okay, I had a fail to extract. Another fail to extract.
Semi-auto guns don't like that ammo.
Another fail to extract. Another fail to extract. Interesting. So, I'm gonna try something here real quick. Make sure it's not the magazine. I'm gonna pop a few rounds of this into the 5-rounder that came with the shotgun. And guys, with these Turkish magazines, the low brass stuff, if you haven't run into it already, they are a bit of a pain to load. There we go. The edge of the shell gets caught on the brass of the next one. So, 3 rounds of the same stuff. Let's make sure it's not the mag. Okay. Fail to extract. Dropped one out the side. Fail to extract. All right, so maybe we need a little bit more break in here. I have got some Fiocchi Defense Dynamics. This is a 2 3/4 defensive buckshot. It's a 0.9 pellet. So we're gonna load this bad boy up. There we go. All right. So, fail to extract. Another fail to extract. Another fail to extract. Well, we'll try one more. Well, first impressions, it seemed to like the real heavy loaded Black Aces stuff. Did not like anything but. I'm gonna go grab a couple more ammos, and since we've kind of seen this fail the initial test, I'm gonna put some grease, put some oil in this thing, clean it up, and see if that fixes it. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Sometimes sometimes we screw up. I screw up. So this stuff is only rated at 1,250 feet a second. It's not a true low recoil buckshot, but it is much lower recoiling than most of them. So I won't say that that's a proper break-in per se. So I've got some of the Spartan buckshot, and this stuff has run good in pretty much everything. So let's make sure this cycles, and then we'll try the light loaded stuff again. Want to give the gun a fair shake. All right, here we go. All right, so fired all 4, did lock back, so we're good there. So next step, move that pig out of the way. I've got some Federal. This is the 7.5 shot, 1,200 feet a second. This is your Walmart special, which is where I bought this. Shout out to Walmart for having some shotgun ammo on the shelf. So let's pop a few rounds of this through, see if she cycles. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Okay, in. All right, so thoughts, and now that it's cycling that stuff, let me try one other goodie here. We've got her broken in, so we will run the Gauntlet now. I've got a couple of shots of the Federal 3-inch Black Cloud. I have got, this actually came from Cabela's. This is the Winchester AA Diamond Elite. It's a 7.5, 1250. And we'll throw a couple of those back in there. I'm gonna throw some more of this Federal 7.5, this Top Gun load. I'm gonna throw another Black Cloud on top of it. And just for kicks and grins, we are gonna try this Fiocchi again. So let's see if she will, we'll see if she'll run our Gauntlet test now that it's broken in. And so that's what I want to mention. Unlike some of the other AR-12 style Turkish shotgun, this one does seem to need a little bit more of a break-in period on it. All right, let's see if Fiocchi runs. Okay, failed to extract. Kind of expected that. So, minus that that Fiocchi, that lower recoiling stuff, so far seems to run great. Final thoughts on this with the white finish. The downside to this, as you can hopefully see in the video, it gets dirty real freaking quick. Not that most of you would buy a white shotgun, but something something to consider there. Outside of that, I mean, the finish does hold up. It just gets scuzzy. So far, everything works. One more thing from our tabletop review. I'm gonna make sure that this thing doesn't slam fire. We had that kind of weird trigger issue on the tabletop. And so let's make sure that's just a weird dry firing thing and not an actual problem. So we'll get this sucker loaded up. All right, here we go. Does appear to be a binary if you pull it real slow. Let's try it again. Okay. Interesting. So, and I'll link you above to our tabletop, but yeah, if you let off this trigger really slow, it will go ahead and fire a second round almost like a binary. It's not designed to. I'm gonna go ahead and send an email or get on the phone with Akdal to see if they have any thoughts or if they end up deciding to repair it. But something definitely to be aware of. Guys, I only have a sample size of 1, so it may just be this one. It could be others, but it is something to check, something to think about there. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching us. Stay safe, train hard.